You sent over some really interesting source material, and today, yeah, we're diving deep into a bowl of pure comfort. Soki Soba.
Ah, yes, Soki Soba, straight from Okinawa, Japan.
Exactly. It's this iconic pork noodle soup. We're talking chewy wheat noodles, a really flavorful broth, and those signature tender braised pork ribs. The Soki.
That's the one. It's quintessentially Okinawan, more than just a meal, really. It's got that comforting taste.
Totally. So our mission for this deep dive is to really get what Soki Soba is all about, its roots, how it's made, why it matters in Okinawa.
Sounds good. Where should we start?
Let's kick off with the absolute basics. For anyone maybe not familiar, what exactly is Soki Soba? Break it down for us.
Okay, so the core elements are key. First, those noodles. They're wheat-based, quite substantial, chewy. They hold up really well in the soup.
Not like, say, thin ramen noodles then.
A bit different, yeah. Firmer. Then there's the broth. It's deep, savory, usually made from pork bones, sometimes with bonito flakes and konbu kelp for umami depth.
Right, that umami base.
And then the star, the soki, those pork spare ribs. They're slow braised until they're incredibly tender.
So it's a pretty hearty dish then. Comfort food territory.
Oh, absolutely. Hearty, warming, really satisfying, hits the spot.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, something that really jumped out from the material was the history.
Mm.
It's not just any noodle soup, is it? It has a story.
It really does. Okinawa's history is unique. As the Ryukyu Kingdom, it had all these connections, trade with China, Southeast Asia,
Ah, so that influenced the food.
big time,
Yeah.
especially the use of pork. It's much more central to Okinawan cuisine than perhaps in mainland Japan historically. Soki soba, well, the form we know today, really took off after World War II.
After the war. Interesting.
Yeah, it sort of blends those older Okinawan traditions and ingredients with maybe influences and necessities of that post-war period. It's a bit of culinary resilience, you could say.
I like that. A dish shaped by history. So let's talk preparation. If someone, maybe ambitiously, wanted to try making it,
Okay, yeah. So the noodles, as we said, wheat-based, kind of like ramen but distinct. The broth requires a bit of time. Simmering pork bones, bonito flakes, that's katsubushi and konbu kelp, that builds the flavor,
right, patience needed for a good broth.
definitely. And the soki, that's another slow process. The pork ribs are braised, often with soy sauce, sugar, and importantly, awamori.
Awamori, what's that?
It's Okinawa's local distilled liquor, made from rice. It adds a unique depth and helps tenderize the pork.
Ah, a secret ingredient. And then garnishes.
Usually pretty simple. Some chopped green onions, maybe some beni shoga, that's the red pickled ginger. Just adds a nice freshness and bite.
Sounds like every part plays a role. Now, if you're actually in Okinawa, where do you go for the real deal? The
Well-
sources mention some spots.
Oh yeah, you're spoiled for choice there.
Yeah.
Loads of Soki Soba specialty shops. Two famous ones that often come up are Kishimoto Shokuro
Kishimoto Shokuro, got it.
and Shuri Soba. Both are apparently really well loved by locals and tourists. Getting a bowl there is like part of the whole Okinawan experience. You feel the local vibe.
Nothing beats a local recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay, final piece. What about the rest of us? If a trip to Okinawa isn't happening soon, can we experience Soki Soba?
Well, finding it in restaurants outside Okinawa can be tricky. It's not as globally famous as, say, ramen,
Right.
but making it at home, definitely possible.
Really? The ingredients aren't too obscure.
You can usually find most things. The pork ribs, soy sauce, sugar, noodles, maybe even bonito and konbu at well-stocked Asian markets. Aomori might be tougher, but you could potentially substitute sake or just omit it.
Okay, so a home attempt is feasible. Good to know.
Yeah, it gives you a taste of Okinawa, even if you're far away.
Great. So let's wrap this up. Key takeaways from our deep dive into Soki Soba.
I'd say, remember, it's more than just soup. It's a reflection of Okinawa's unique history and culture. Those key components, the chewy noodles, the rich broth, the super tender soki pork ribs, they tell a story.
And it's a story you can experience in Okinawa, or even try to recreate in your own kitchen.
Exactly. It's accessible comfort food with deep roots.
Perfect. It really makes you think, doesn't it? How a simple bowl of food can hold so much history. Maybe a thought for everyone listening. Think about a dish from your own region or background. What story does it tell about the place, its history, its resources? Gives you a new perspective.
Good point. Food is culture.
Thanks for exploring Soki Soba with us today.